We thought we should start out easy, start out with perhaps the funniest article I've read in a very long time. I can't think of a straight news article that reads more like an Onion article than this one. What am I talking about, folks? I'm talking about this here. This is a real article, not the Onion. From Business Insider. Oceangate's co-founder wants to send 1,000 people to a floating colony on Venus by 2050 and says we shouldn't stop pushing the limits of innovation. It's actually kind of a long piece. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I do want to read some of this. Guillermo Sonline has been unexpectedly thrust into the limelight in the wake of the Titan submersible tragedy. The co-founder of Oceangate Expeditions has been grappling with the questions about the company's ill-fated trip to the Titanic shipwreck on June 18th, which killed 5 people, including former colleague and friend Stockton Rush. The sub is thought to have imploded within hours of its descent. So yes, when we're talking about the Titan tragedy, talk about an excruciating, unthinkably horrible death at the hands of the half-wits who thought that that was a good idea in the first place. The sub is thought to have imploded.
Even after being warned by many people in that field that it was not a safe vessel.
Of course, right. I love this wording here. This just, I mean, they are very charitable to him in this. The sub is thought to have imploded within hours, raising concerns about Oceangate's approach to innovation and safety. Yeah, you think so? I think so. I think that's putting it quite mildly.
It's not homicidal mania. It's an approach.
It's an approach. It's a questionable approach that's cause for concern. But Oceangate is not Sonline's only venture. The businessman's latest and possibly grandest endeavor is to send 1,000 humans to live in Venus's atmosphere by 2050, 27 years away. Sonline hasn't let the recent events dampen his ambition. Oh no, and claims humanity needs to continue pushing the limits of innovation. He remains undeterred by the horrific tragedy that he helped cause just about a month back. He maintains his plan is not as crazy as it seems. I think it is less aspirational than putting 1 million people on the Martian surface by 2050, he told Insider.
Which is like a total fucking non sequitur. Like yes, Elon Musk is the most visible proponent of colonizing Mars. I've never heard him talk about having 1 million people on Mars by 2050. So what straw man are you attacking by comparison?
And well, there's 3 things. 1, it's a straw man. 2, it probably is crazier to think we can go to Venus than it is to put 1 million people on Mars. And 3, that's a hell of a place to center the debate. That's like if I was going to cut my finger off and you said, hey, don't do that, that's insane. And I said, well, is it any crazier than shooting my toe off? Okay, maybe not, but is that really the metric that you want to go by there? What an insane statement.
Either of these things make any sense?
Is there a reason to do either? Yeah. Sending humans to Earth's evil twin. Though it's often called Earth's twin, Venus doesn't seem like the ideal place for humans to thrive. No, that certainly doesn't. In fact, by 2050, Earth's atmosphere might resemble Venus's atmosphere. We might not have to move to Venus. We might get Venus right here in our own backyard if we go at this rate.
I'm sorry, in the corner here, they were just kind of showing what's going to happen to humans if you send them to Venus. They were being devoured by eels. A little ad piece.
Yeah. Even Sonline agrees. You're absolutely right that when you talk about going to Venus, it would raise eyebrows outside the space industry. And I love this follow-up. And it even raises eyebrows inside the space industry. That's like when George commits some social faux pas and Jerry says, that's not common in polite society. He says it's not even common in impolite society. Even the impolite don't do it.
This is like a running SNL sketch, the world's dumbest inventor.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's no reason to think that if you put children in a catapult, you can't make them fly.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. Clearly. Do you want to hold back progress or do you want to give me little Jimmy right now?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Venus is the warmest planet in the solar system. Exactly. Its atmosphere is chock full of carbon dioxide. Exactly. Its surface temperature could melt lead, and sulfuric acid rains down from its clouds. Again, sounds like Earth in about 2050, right? Its atmospheric pressure is crushing, more than 90 times that of Earth, according to NASA. Well, a little thing like atmospheric pressure has never deterred the brains behind Oceangate. In spite of this, Sondheim doesn't see why humanity shouldn't attempt to live on the planet. I'd like to debate this guy. This guy seems like a tough nut to crack.
These are minor difficulties.
Yeah, well, what are you nitpicking and naysaying for? He points to research that suggests there is a sliver of the Venusian atmosphere about 30 miles from the surface where humans could theoretically survive because temperatures are lower and pressure is less intense. If a space station could be designed to withstand the sulfuric acid in the clouds, okay, all right.
That's the best part.
Talk to me. If a space station could be designed to withstand the sulfuric acid in the clouds, hundreds of thousands of people could someday live in the Venusian atmosphere. Interesting. Wow. What a guy. What a mind. What a brain.
If the human skin could be covered in crazy glue, you may be able to drop people inside a volcano and have them build a house at the bottom.
It's true. You know, there are actually studies that say we can get to Venus by 2050. It's true.
And also, you won't need vaccines there because actually there are properties in the air.
You won't be able to leave your house anyway, so it won't matter. You'll be forced lockdowns on Venus because you can't go outside.
You will have to be locked down for the first 68 generations.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But the human pig hybrids that will emerge at the end will be able to survive the Venusian atmosphere.
Exactly.
It's just, you know, I mean, this is a great example of what you've often said, that these people are not any smarter than anybody else.
No.
The idea that these billionaires or these super geniuses, what does Jeff Bezos say after he fucking went up into space? Comes down, starts talking about space mining.
Right, yeah, exactly.
As vital to the future of humanity. What the fuck are you even talking about? Like, why should anyone listen to you?
Right. No, they're just extremely impulsive, and it's just I mean, that's what they are. They are high risk people, who have the money to risk. You know what I mean? I mean, that's basically what they are.
Please clap.